Breaking: Cardi B kicks Stefon Diggs out after leaked videos with multiple women go viral. Can you believe it? The internet is officially on fire, and honestly, who saw this coming? Picture this: Cardi B, queen of throwing down and keeping it. Reels suddenly dropping the ultimate mic on Stefon Diggs after scandalous videos of him surrounded by not one, not two, but a whole flock of women explode across social media. Is this the end of the wildest celebrity romance of 2025, or just the beginning of a juicy new chapter? What exactly went down behind closed doors on that infamous boat party? And why is everyone losing their minds? From whispered rumors to full-blown chaos, this story has it all betrayal, drama, and enough tea to flood the entire internet. So buckle up, because we're diving headfirst into the messy, tangled web of Cardi B and Stefon Diggs' explosive breakup that's got fans shook and gossip blogs scrambling. Ready for the dirt? Let's get into it. The scandal involving Cardi B and Stefon Diggs has sent shockwaves through the celebrity world and beyond. And it is unlike anything we have seen before. What began as a whisper, a murmur of a romance blossoming between an NFL star and a rap icon, it's rapidly spiraled into a public spectacle filled with drama, betrayal, and unanswered questions. The catalyst was a video that surfaced on social media showing Stefon Diggs on a luxury boat party surrounded by nearly 10 women, including Cardi B. The footage showed Diggs laughing and engaging with these women in ways that made it clear he was the center of attention, the life of the party. While Cardi B was part of the scene but visibly watching the unfolding chaos, this was not a simple night out. It was a display that sparked millions of reactions and divided fans worldwide. For those unfamiliar, Stefon Diggs is known for his prowess on the football field, but also for his off-field life that often courts controversy. Cardi B has never been shy about her personal life, often sharing her highs and lows with her fans and critics alike. Her history with Offset has been no secret, marked by public fights, dramatic reconciliations, and the kind of honesty that most celebrities shy away from. However, this new chapter with Stefon Diggs has a different energy altogether. The videos showed a man who seemed to be enjoying an open, almost chaotic social scene that many fans felt crossed lines of respect and loyalty. The internet exploded with debate, questions, and speculation. Was this a consensual, open relationship? Is Cardi truly okay with these scenes of Stefon surrounded by multiple women? Or was this the beginning of a very public unraveling of what was supposed to be a private romance? The narrative grew as insiders came forward with accounts of lavish spending and wild nights that went far beyond just casual partying. There were reports of private jets, exclusive clubs, and champagne bottles, popping with a kind of extravagance that only fueled the story further. Anonymous sources hinted at tensions behind the scenes, suggesting that Cardi's patience was wearing thin as Stefon's behavior became increasingly unpredictable and reckless. The tension between the couple seemed palpable in recent public appearances, where what once looked like the perfect picture of a celebrity couple began to show cracks. Observers noted subtle but telling signs of strained brief moments of silence, forced smiles, and guarded interactions that contrasted sharply with earlier displays of affection. It was during one of these nights that an insider revealed Cardi reached her limit walking out of a Miami club after witnessing Stefon flirting and getting too close with another woman. This incident, combined with the viral boat video, painted a picture of a relationship in free fall. The public, meanwhile, was quick to react, with Cardi's loyal fan base expressing outrage and disappointment. The hashtag movements demanding Stefon be held accountable gained traction, reflecting the deep investment fans have in Cardi's happiness and well-being. Memes and commentary flooded social media, some humorous, others painfully empathetic, but all echoing a collective frustration at the perceived disrespect shown to Cardi. This scandal has also reignited conversations about the nature of celebrity relationships in the digital age. The lines between personal privacy and public entertainment have blurred to the point where every gesture, Every glance and every social media post is dissected and analyzed. Cardi and Stefon's saga has become a case study in how modern fame amplifies personal turmoil, turning private heartbreak into viral content. There is also a broader cultural discussion at play here. Cardi B, a powerful female artist and entrepreneur, embodies the struggles and triumphs of many women today, who seek independence and self-expression in a world that often tries to define them narrowly. Her willingness to live openly and on her own terms has earned her both praise and criticism, and this scandal is yet another chapter in her complex public narrative. For Stefon Diggs, the stakes are equally high. His reputation, both as an athlete and a public figure, is under scrutiny like never before. The optics of the videos and the ensuing fallout challenge his image and raise questions about his priorities and character. As this story unfolds, the question remains whether this is simply a messy episode in celebrity culture or a turning point that will have lasting consequences for both Cardi and Stefon. Will Cardi find the strength to rise above the chaos and emerge even stronger, or will this scandal mark a painful setback in her personal and professional journey? And what of Stefon? Can he salvage his reputation and rebuild trust? Or is this the beginning of a downward spiral fueled by public judgment and personal missteps? The anticipation is palpable and fans are watching closely. What makes this situation so compelling is the human element beneath the glitz and glamour. At its core, this is a story about love, trust, betrayal, and resilience, universal themes that resonate with anyone who has experienced the highs and lows of relationships. Yet the celebrity context adds layers of complexity and intensity that make it impossible to look away. In the end, the leaked videos and the drama surrounding them have opened a window into a relationship that is anything but simple. They reveal the vulnerabilities and flaws of two people living very public lives and struggling to navigate love under an unforgiving spotlight. Whether this scandal will lead to a permanent split, a dramatic reconciliation, or something entirely unexpected remains to be seen. But one thing is certain: Cardi B and Stefon Diggs have given the world a story that is as entertaining as it is heartbreaking. And the saga is far from over. The situation between Cardi B and Stefon Diggs has only grown more tangled and intense as new details have leaked, painting a picture far more chaotic than anyone could have imagined. Our investigative sources, who have chosen to remain unnamed for their safety and privacy, have revealed a series of shocking findings that suggest the boat party was merely the surface of a deeper, more extravagant lifestyle filled with excess and questionable choices. According to these insiders, Stefon Diggs has been leading a double life that could rival any Hollywood script. One where the glitz and glamour mask a level of recklessness and indulgence that has left those close to him worried and bewildered. The lavish spending alone is staggering. Reports have surfaced of Diggs booking private yachts, luxury hotel suites, and even whole floors of exclusive clubs just to accommodate his entourage of women and friends. Sources claim that bottles of the most expensive champagne were being opened as if it was water, and the parties often lasted well into the early hours of the morning, leaving little room for privacy or discretion. What is even more shocking is the alleged role Cardi B played in all this, with rumors swirling that she initially tolerated the lifestyle, thinking it was all part of the fun and freedom of an open relationship. However, what started as playful experimentation soon turned into a bitter realization that she was surrounded by a whirlwind of excess that came at a great emotional cost. Several eyewitnesses at various Miami hotspots have described scenes that seem straight out of a scandalous reality TV show. Women from different backgrounds were seen competing for Stefon's attention, often pushing boundaries that made even the most seasoned partygoers uncomfortable. One anonymous club employee shared, "It was wild. You could tell Cardi was there. But Stefon was acting like the king of the castle, with women constantly coming up to him, and the energy was electric, but chaotic." The public reactions to these revelations have been explosive. Fans and critics alike have flooded social media platforms with their takes, some expressing fierce support for Cardi B as a strong woman refusing to be disrespected, while others question the judgment of both parties involved. The narrative has become one of a cautionary tale about fame, trust, and the dangers of mixing business, love, and an endless party lifestyle. Adding fuel to the fire, a leaked conversation purportedly between Stefon and a close associate detailed plans for upcoming extravagant events where the same patterns of indulgence and unchecked behavior were expected to continue. The source of this leak claimed that Stefon was nonchalant about the consequences, saying things like, "Let them talk. We're just living our best lives." This cavalier attitude only intensified the backlash and made it clear that the drama was far from over. The rumors about Stefon allegedly supplying party favors to guests on these wild nights also began to circulate, further complicating his public image. While there has been no concrete evidence to confirm these claims, the mere suggestion has been enough to tarnish reputations and stir up heated debates among fans and commentators. In parallel, Cardi B's camp has been noticeably quiet, with few official statements addressing the scandal directly. However, leaks from her inner circle suggest a growing frustration and a sense of betrayal that runs deeper than the public realizes. Close friends, reportedly, urge her to take control of the narrative and protect her emotional well-being before the situation spirals further out of control. The media frenzy has not missed a beat, with gossip sites and celebrity news outlets racing to uncover every possible detail and angle. The 24-hour news cycle has ensured that the story stays fresh in public consciousness, with new clips, screenshots, and insider accounts fueling the fire. This relentless coverage has left many wondering about the impact on Cardi's career and personal life. Legal experts have weighed in on the potential consequences of the leaked videos and alleged behavior. While privacy laws vary, the unauthorized distribution of such footage could lead to lawsuits or restraining orders if any party feels their rights have been violated. Moreover, the public relations damage is already significant. And how Cardi and Stefon managed the fallout could define their future in the public eye. Financial analysts have also chimed in, noting that the scandal could have repercussions beyond the personal. Both Cardi B and Stefon Diggs are brands in their own right, with endorsements, partnerships, and business ventures that rely heavily on their public image. A continued negative narrative might lead to contract terminations or reduced marketability, which would have a tangible economic impact. Fans have started forming factions online, some rallying under Team Cardi, demanding she stands strong and moves on. Others sympathizing with Stefon and calling for understanding given the pressures of celebrity life. The polarization highlights how deeply invested people are in this saga, turning it into a cultural moment rather than just a tabloid story. What makes this scandal particularly captivating is how it intertwines themes of power, freedom, and vulnerability. Cardi B's evolution from a rebellious starlet to a mogul and mother trying to balance her public persona with private happiness is compelling and relatable. Stefon's struggle to navigate fame while maintaining personal integrity adds another layer of complexity. As the days pass and more information trickles out, it becomes clear that this scandal is a microcosm of larger societal questions about privacy, loyalty, and the cost of living life in the spotlight. The narrative is still unfolding, and with every new detail, the stakes seem to rise higher. Cardi B and Stefon Diggs find themselves at a crossroads, where decisions made now could either lead to healing and growth, or further public spectacle and heartbreak. For fans and observers, the hope is that the truth will emerge, allowing all involved to move forward with dignity and clarity. Until then, the world watches, waits, and speculates, captivated by a story that is as thrilling as it is heartbreaking. The fallout from the leaked videos and the growing scandal involving Cardi B and Stefon Diggs has reached a fever pitch, with the ripple effects spreading far beyond just their personal lives. Public opinion is divided and the media is relentless in its coverage, making it nearly impossible for either party to find a moment of peace. The question on everyone's mind is what comes next and how this controversy will ultimately reshape their futures. Legal experts have started weighing in, suggesting that there could be serious consequences if the leaked footage violates privacy laws or contractual obligations. While no lawsuits have been filed yet, insiders speculate that both Cardi's and Stefon's teams are preparing for potential legal battles that could become as dramatic as the scandal itself. Beyond the courtroom, the scandal is also drawing attention from sponsors and business partners. Cardi B, who has recently signed lucrative deals with major brands and expanded her empire into fashion and beauty, could face financial repercussions if these companies decide to distance themselves amid the controversy. Similarly, Stefon Diggs, who holds endorsement contracts with sportswear and lifestyle brands, might see sponsors reconsidering their support given the negative publicity. The financial stakes are high and the pressure to control the narrative is intense. Social media remains a battleground where fans, critics, and trolls clash daily. While some continue to defend Cardi's choices and advocate for her right to live openly and freely, others criticize the apparent chaos and question the authenticity of the relationship. The viral nature of the videos has made this scandal a cultural touchstone, sparking debates about the nature of modern relationships, fame, and the limits of privacy in the digital age. Meanwhile, rumors of resignations and behind-the-scenes shakeups in the teams managing both Cardi and Stefon are gaining traction. Industry insiders hint at personnel changes as a way to manage the crisis, with new PR strategists brought in to mitigate damage and craft carefully worded responses. The atmosphere is tense, and the anticipation of what statements or moves will come next is palpable. Cardi herself has remained relatively quiet in official channels, opting instead for subtle, cryptic posts on social media that only fuel speculation. This silence has left fans hungry for answers, and conspiracy theories abound about her true feelings and plans. Some believe she is strategizing a powerful comeback, while others fear this might signal deeper personal struggles. On the other hand, Stefon Diggs has been noticeably absent from public events and social media, sparking further questions about his state of mind and future in the spotlight. His representatives have released vague statements about focusing on his career and personal growth. But many are left wondering if this crisis is causing a major shift in his priorities. The possibility of a public breakup has never felt more real, with insiders hinting that Cardi may soon officially cut ties and reclaim her narrative on her own terms. The emotional toll on both parties is undeniable. Friends close to Cardi describe her as determined but exhausted. Balancing the demands of motherhood, career, and this very public heartbreak? Stefon's inner circle reportedly expresses concern about his well-being, highlighting the pressures that come with fame and the intense scrutiny now directed at his every move. This drama has also reignited larger conversations about the way society consumes celebrity culture. The public's fascination with personal scandals raises uncomfortable questions about boundaries and empathy. While some celebrate Cardi's courage in living her truth, others critique the voyeuristic obsession that turns private pain into public entertainment. As this saga continues to unfold, the ultimate outcome remains uncertain. Will Cardi B emerge stronger, using this adversity as fuel to reach new heights in her career and personal life? Can Stefon Diggs repair his image and rebuild trust with fans and loved ones? Or will this scandal leave lasting scars that define their legacies? One thing is clear: this story is far from over. The next chapters will be written not only in headlines and social media posts, but in the choices Cardi and Stefon make as they navigate this tumultuous period. For those watching, it is a front row seat to the complexities of love, fame, and resilience in a world that never stops watching. So now the question to you is, what do you think will happen next? Is this the end of the road for Cardi and Stefon? Or just a rough patch in a complicated relationship? Are we witnessing the breakdown of traditional celebrity romance, or the birth of a new, unapologetic way to live and love? Whatever your thoughts, this saga is a reminder that behind the glitz and glamour, there are real people facing real struggles. If you want to stay updated on every twist and turn in this explosive story, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you never miss the latest breaking news and deep dives into the truth behind the headlines. This is far more than gossip. It is a window into the messy, fascinating world of modern relationships under the unforgiving spotlight of fame. So now that you've heard the full story, the leaked videos, the wild parties, the drama unfolding between Cardi B and Stefon Diggs, it's time to hear from you. What do you really think about all this? Is Cardi boldly rewriting the rules of relationships, or is this just another messy celebrity meltdown playing out in public? Do you believe Stefon's wild lifestyle is a sign of freedom or a recipe for disaster? And most importantly, is Cardi truly winning in love? Or is she setting herself up for heartbreak all over again? Drop your thoughts, opinions, and hot takes down in the comments below, because this conversation is just getting started and we want to know what you think. If you're here for all the drama, the tea, and the real talk on celebrity scandals, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring that notification bell so you never miss a moment of breaking news and exclusive updates. Trust me, you don't want to be the last to know what's happening next in this explosive saga. Stay tuned, stay curious, and remember, sometimes the truth is stranger and juicier than fiction. Let's keep the conversation going right here. So now that you've heard the full story, the leaked videos, the wild parties, the drama unfolding between Cardi B and Stefon Diggs, it's time to hear from you. What do you really think about all this? Is Cardi boldly rewriting the rules of relationships? Or is this just another messy celebrity meltdown playing out in public? Do you believe Stefon's wild lifestyle is a sign of freedom or a recipe for disaster? And most importantly, is Cardi truly winning in love? Or is she setting herself up for heartbreak all over again? Drop your thoughts, opinions, and hot takes down in the comments below, because this conversation is just getting started and we want to know what you think. If you're here for all the drama, the tea, and the real talk on celebrity scandals, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring that notification bell so you never miss a moment of breaking news and exclusive updates. Trust me, you don't want to be the last to know what's happening next in this explosive saga. Stay tuned, stay curious, and remember, sometimes the truth is stranger and juicier than fiction. Let's keep the conversation going right here.